the content that he was making.
Alright, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Ora. So in today's video, I'm here with your boy Frank.
You feel me? You feel me?
So we back with another video. This is actually the first time Frank has been on the channel, man. Everybody give Frank a good welcome in the comments below, man. If we can get 200, I've never set a like goal because I'm not a faggot, but if we can get 200 likes the first 2 days, probably not gonna happen, but if it does, New Era will drop a free one-shot kit. So share this around, you know what I mean? Give this some love. Yeah, man, so in today's video we're gonna be going over how to make your drums hit harder. This is a big concept a lot of producers never really seem to cover well. A lot of videos have been made on it, but they never really captured, like, you know, the general aspect of what people ask for. So, you know, how to get your kick hard, how to make the spins hit hard, just simple shit like that can really elevate your sound when it comes to producing. So I'm here with Frank. He is known to have them hard-hitting drums in his beats, so we're gonna have him, you know, help us with this video. So we got a simple beat laid out. This is what it sounds like. We'll just play it out for you real quick. So yeah, man, we're just gonna be going over this beat and how we created it, what we did, what we didn't do, what we, you know, did differently, and yeah. So Frank, explain how we can make our drums hit harder. Give us the first tip.
Okay, guys. So first tip, if you want to make your kicks harder, you feel me? Can I take? Am I taking over?
Yeah.
All right. So pretty much, what you gotta do is turn up the kick. Right here, I don't know if you can see that, but and right here, velocity. Just turn up the velocity of the kick, pretty much. And when you play it, so gives you the feel of a harder hitting kick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would give this the order.
All right. So one thing that is gonna help you with this tip, and you need to make sure that this is down, is to always have a soft clipper on your master. If you don't have a soft clipper and you're trying to turn your drums up, this is what it's gonna sound like. Now that may sound fine to you, but to a artist's ear, or just to a decent producer's ear, that might not sound the best, just because, you know, the sounds are clipping, it's not hitting right, you know, things are all muddy and mushy. So you don't want your shit sounding like that. So you want to make sure that you do have a soft clipper on your master. You don't need to do anything to it. Literally all you gotta do is just go here and click the soft clipper and you're done. You don't need to switch up any of the presets. Just, it's already built in fine. So you can just use that, and it'll basically make sure your beat isn't clipping and everything is gonna hit fine. Now if you want to make your beat sound a little bit better, make the frequencies you know, sound nicer, you can always add a EQ. I just did a simple high boost just to make the hi-hats and the high end of the beat sound nice. Another thing that can help your beats out, and this is kind of just like another mixing tutorial, but always EQ the lows out of your melodies. We have a Scorpio loop here. He's another member of New Era. Actually came from the New Era free sample kit, so you can go cop that on our website. But he cut the lows out pretty nicely, but I went ahead and cut them out myself as well. So yeah, man, doing that can make can basically leave room for the kick and the 808. So the low end part of the drums are gonna hit very nicely, and the low end of the melody is gonna stand out the way, and the drums will do its thing. So yeah. So another thing that you want to make sure is that your 808, the cut itself option is on, as you can see here. If it's not on, it's really gonna sound bad. You can either do that or you can change the hold. So we turn down all of these and then just turn the hold all the way up. That way the 808 stops whenever you want it to stop in the piano roll. But having the cut itself on, you want to make sure that is always on, because if it doesn't, it's gonna sound really bad, and your 808 is gonna be clashing with each other, and there'll be overlapping notes. So you never want that. So we're gonna let Frank carry on with this one. So yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna just play the beat. Give it a feel. Okay, so think about the hi-hats. So hi-hats are the main balance of the beat. If you want to think, like, just think about it for a second.
Yeah.
Hi-hats give you the feel of how beat sounds, all that, and what you can do, add rolls to it. No, this is nothing crazy, but had everything on 1/3. All I really did was kept it on 1/3. Just it can hold control you feel me, and it does that. But yeah, yeah.
To add on with that control U, if you actually do Alt U, it actually brings up the little thing here. I don't know if you knew that, Frank, but
For real?
yeah, Alt U.
Let me do it right. Let me try.
Yeah, you can go to the time multiplier thing,
That's fine.
and then instead of having to do that, you could just, you could switch it up like that. But yeah, man. Moving on, actually adding on to this little hi-hat section we're in right now. One thing you want to make sure is that your hi-hats are very present. I know this isn't really talking about like the kick and all that, like a lot of people want to know about, but a hi-hat is always gonna make your drums hit nicely. If you don't have a hi-hat, this is what it sounds like. Now hi-hat, like, if there's a hi-hat hitting at the same time of your kick and 808, it just gives that like extra like nice feel. I don't really know how to explain it, but just you want to always make sure your hi-hats, you want to always make sure your hi-hats are very present in the beat. I hear a lot of people sending in beats in my beat reviews with their hi-hats hella turned down, and it'll sound like this. Like, that is not pleasant to the ear. Like, you just want to make sure that the hi-hats are like very, very present and vibrant in your beat, because that's what is gonna give it that extra feel. So always have your hats on a really good not loud but present volume here. So if you want to, you can also turn on the cut itself feature, because on some parts of the hi-hats, like when you have these like these quick rolls, sometimes the hi-hats will get loud. Like, they'll get pretty loud, like a lot louder, like that right there. It's just because a lot of hi-hats are hitting at the same time, so it's not really going to balance itself out well. So you just hit the cut itself on, and it'll clean that up, but we'll leave it off for now. So from there, a lot of people want to know about the spins and how to make your spins hit as well as it can. Literally, there is no other tip than to just turn it up. Like, there are multiple features in the actual FL effects, or the legacy effects people like to call them. You can turn on the boost, you can raise the EQ, you can do a lot of things, but nothing helps more than just turning it up. That's literally the only sauce we can give you, just because that's all there is to it. I see a lot of people like attempting to make their spins hit and shit like that, and a lot of it just comes with, they'll have a limiter on their master, which really messes up your beats. I see this a lot.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, like I see this in a lot of beat reviews. It'll sound like this. Ew. It don't matter how much you turn your shit up, it's never gonna sound good unless you just raise the ceiling. That works if you want to do that, but you could just do it a simple way and just turn on the soft clipper. That way you don't have to go through the trouble of always doing that. Okay, so a little more sauce I can give you for the kick and the 808 is going in the EQ here. If you want to make your kick sound a lot nicer, you can go to the second little frequency thing, and then just put it on steep 8, and then you can use the scroll wheel, scroll down a little bit, and then come to the 1. Bring that 2 over to the 1, and basically if you like highlight the frequency, this is where the kick actually like punches the most. So if you want to bring this up, that will give your kick a lot more of like a punchy feel. I know a lot of people use like saturators or whatever they're called, like the what is that shit called, the sausage fattener, and like the Camel Crush shit. I'm pretty sure people use on their shit.
But that's not good.
Yeah, you don't really need to use that. it's just an extra VST you're putting on there. You don't need to do any of that if you want to make your shit hit. With the spins, it's the same thing. You could boost this up a little bit. It's not the same frequency, but if you want to boost the lows up, you can. Sometimes it'll get kind of muddy, so you do want to make sure that you're turning it down a little bit. But other than that, if you want, you can boost the mids. I have a 808 preset where I just go like this. I smoothen it out a little bit. I boost up the mids, and then I'll boost up the lows a little bit. Actually, I take out the mids a little bit, and I boost up the lows a little bit.
That's heat.
Yeah, that's heat, man. That's basically all there is to it. Other than that, man, appreciate y'all watching the video. Like I said, man, 200 likes in the first 2 days, we'll drop a free one-shot kit. It'll be in like the next week, we'll drop it. So if y'all want that, man, just share this video, do whatever you want, man, and just like it up, man. So show some love to Frank, show some love to the channel. Follow me on Instagram at Ora. Follow New Era on Instagram at One New Era. Follow Frank at Frankster. It's gonna be in the description. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.